from the Somali community, from the Muslim community, fully support, endorse President Trump. He's a fighter.
We love our brothers and sisters who are Democrats, but you left us. And because the left left us, join the right, vote for Trump 2024, vote for Joe Trabe 2024, vote for Maisie Young in St. Paul 2024, vote for Tajud in CD3 2024, vote for Tom Emma, our lion, out of St. Cloud. Farhan is here and is endorsing him. And please go out and vote, because voting for Trump without soldiers is giving him a failure. So please vote.
Somalia, no government, no safety, no police, no nothing.
Somalia, which is barely a country, you know, they have no anything. They just run around killing each other. We're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country. Ilhan Omar is garbage. She's garbage. Her friends are garbage. These aren't people that work. These aren't people that say, let's go, come on, let's make this place great. These are people that do nothing but complain. They complain. And from where they came from, they got nothing. You know, they came from paradise, and they said, this isn't paradise. But when they come from hell, and they complain, and do nothing but bitch, we don't want them in our country. Let them go back to where they came from and fix it. I don't want them in our country, I'll be honest with you, okay? Somebody would say, oh, that's not politically correct. I don't care. I don't want them in our country. Their country's no good for a reason. Their country stinks, and we don't want them in our country. I could say that about other countries, too.
Mr. President, thank you. The mayor of Minneapolis, Jacob Frey, is saying that he's actually proud to have the largest Somali community in the country, and his police chief
Well, then he's a fool.
Well, his police chief is also
I
saying
wouldn't be
they
proud
might...
to have the largest Somalian. Look at their nation. Look how bad their nation is. It's not even a nation. It's just people walking around killing each other. Look, these Somalians have taken billions of dollars out of our country. They've taken billions and billions of dollars. They have a representative, Ilhan Omar, who they say married her brother. It's a fraud. She tries to deny it now, but you can't really deny it because, you know, it just happened. She shouldn't be allowed to be a congresswoman, and I'm sure people are looking at that. And she should be thrown the hell out of our country. And most of those people, they have destroyed Minnesota, okay? Minnesota, you have an incompetent governor. You have a crooked governor. He's crooked as hell, but he's incompetent.
The president has always had very bigoted, xenophobic, Islamophobic comments when it comes to you know, people who are of Muslim faith or people who are black. We've seen him call African nations as holes, and so it's not really surprising. But what is weird to me is just how creepy he's been obsessed with me and the Somali community.
Have you begun packing your bags for Somalia yet, Congresswoman Omar?
Not going anywhere.
So you're not?
No, don't waste your energy on me.
Do you have a message for President Trump?
I will be here probably longer than Trump.
Wait, do you have a message for President Trump?
I'm like a quarter of his age.
Do you have anything else you'd like to say to
He's
him?
an old man losing his mind. I don't know why he's obsessed with me.
Interesting. Well, thank you, Congresswoman.
Yeah, I hope he gets help.
Thank you.
Hello, what's up everybody? I hope you're doing great and welcome back for another video. Now, let's weigh in on this escalating tussle and war of words between Donald Trump, Ilhan Omar, and by extension, the entire Somali community. Because in the recent few days, Donald Trump came out blasting the Somali community and accusing them of reaping from the United States of America to support terrorism back in Somalia through Al-Shabaab, in what looks like it's xenophobia and Islamophobia and such. And the Somali community has been speaking back, and many people have, you know, been fighting back. And such a time is probably when these people, the Somali community in America, would want the support of other people outside of their community. However, what really complicates the whole situation is the fact that looking back to 2024, the Somali community came out to declare their endorsement and support for Donald Trump and the Republican Party. Simply what this really should tell you is that Donald Trump is not a very grateful person, and this is just a perfect example of FAFO moment. Now, I want us to get deep into this issue, but before that, let's just watch what people are saying about it, and I'll be back with some nice commentary on the other side. See you then.
You mean to tell me not only did the Muslims in Dearborn, Michigan support Wigs R Us, but the Somalians in Minneapolis, Minnesota supported Wigs R Us. And now he is saying that y'all have stolen billions from the fucking United States and from American citizens, and that the mayor of Minneapolis should be disappointed and should not be happy with having y'all in their fucking city. And now they've removed the protections for y'all so y'all could be deported, even though we know a lot of y'all are U.S. citizens. The fact that he said he's removing protections from y'all so y'all can go ahead and see ice, baby, boom, doom, doom. When y'all gonna start listening to black folks? That's my fucking question, because I know y'all come to this fucking country and y'all are told that black people are the most laziest people in the fucking world. Even though y'all don't do no fucking studying, y'all have no idea who the fuck we really are. Why the fuck would y'all come to a country and listen to white folks and not listen to people who actually look like you? I'll wait. Because we told y'all, dumbasses. We told y'all. I'm telling you, I'm going to say this again. Anytime a white person tries to come between people of color, there's always an agenda. And for the Somalian people in Minneapolis, Minnesota, you about to find out that fucking agenda, okay? You are about to be the next. Come on down. It is time for you to get your ride on the ICE train. This shit has got to be studied. Like, honestly, I feel like they don't learn no fucking history when they get here. You forget you look like me. We could be twinning them. They don't like y'all either, but they damn sure will take your vote so they can deport your ass next time.
Yo, what's going on in Minnesota? Somalis are showing up for Trump. First of all, I ain't even American. I'm Canadian, but I live in the UK, and I find this shit hilarious. Like, they're full out Trump fans. They got the posters, they got the hats. They're all out. You even got hijabis wearing the Trump hat, just chilling. You know what this is? This is Somalis basically seeing the Democratic Party and looking at them and saying that their values and ideals don't align with us. And they would rather align with somebody who even did a Muslim ban, who did a ban against Somalia and Somali people traveling to America. But I think it's because the Democratic Party have done such a damning job to their reputation that they feel like they have no choice but to go with Trump. Because as much as you guys want to laugh, the conservative values very much do align with some Islamic values, especially when it comes to a certain alphabet team. But yeah, you know what? I would love to hear from somebody in Minnesota who's a Somali that actually is a Trump fan. Let me know why you support Trump, because I'm just assuming.
On this edition of FAFO, the Somalis for Trump edition. Now, let's rewind back to the 2024 election season, because some Somali voters said that the economy and social issues are driving them to vote for Trump. Economic issues and LGBTQ issues in local schools are prompting more Somali voters to choose Republican candidates, says several Somali community members. Then this article here said that Democrats lost support with Somali Minnesota voters in 2024 presidential election. Concerns about the war, the economy, and not feeling heard contributed to shifting political tide. And a lot of them then voted based on faith as well as against LGBTQ issues. Well, let's see how some of them are doing now. New immigration operation is set to target Somali migrants in the Twin Cities, Minnesota. And this one goes with the video clip that I just showed you. It says Trump calls Somalis garbage, he doesn't want them in the country. Makes me wonder if any of those Somalis have like friends or family members that are of questionable status or aren't permanent or legal residents of some type, because these raids are gonna go after them specifically. And he also called your folks garbage. I'm gonna venture a very strong educated guess and say that you did not expect the leopards to come and eat your faces. But anyways, have the day that you voted for. Bye.
So I'm finding out that a lot of Muslims voted for Donald Trump. Like, are you serious? Oof! Like, you guys are forgetting that you guys are on the travel ban. Like, you guys are playing pick me, pick me, pick me. You guys are on a travel ban. Like, your country cannot come in. Like, are you serious? Oof!
Amigo, não tem problema, amigo, eu não tenho problema, amigo. Oh, don't pee, man. Sorry. Out the way, bro. Out the way. You're gonna get knocked down. Move.
It's that act of looking over my shoulder, which pains me because I am a United States citizen. This is my home, and I don't want to feel unsafe in my home. It's harassment disguised as law enforcement.
Are people afraid to leave their homes right now?
They are afraid, yeah. I've heard of people carrying extra identification on them, like passports.
Let me say this clearly. When someone attacks our community and calls us garbage, this is not just an insult. This is an attack on our humanity, our dignity, and our constitutional right to exist as equals in this country. I am Somali. I am an American. And I am sick and tired of people acting that those two identities cannot live in the same body. In the United States that we all envision, we are nurses caring for the sick. We are teachers teaching the next generation. We are business owners, taxpayers, neighbors. We are human beings who contribute to the very fabric of this nation. So when you single us out, when you try to dehumanize us, understand this. Your words don't just target Somalis. Your words target the idea of America itself. The idea that all humans are equal under the law, equal in protection, equal in dignity, and the right to be treated as a person, not a stereotype. And those rights are afforded to us by the Constitution. So therefore, they are not negotiable. They are constitutional. And let me be even more direct. Somalis are not your enemy. We are not a threat. We are a part of this country and also a part of this community. And we are also a part of the people who help keep this country alive. So I am speaking out today because silence is not an option. Not when people are being dehumanized. Not when neighbors are being attacked. And not when my community's humanity is being dragged through the mud. We deserve protection. We deserve respect. And above all else, we deserve the dignity that is afforded to us by the Constitution of this country. Because President Donald Trump, it is not us who chose to be in this country. It was not in our control, and we did not choose. Many of us were born here, and many of us were brought here at a young age. For you to scapegoat a whole community of people for the mistakes of the few, and to call them out, and to put targets on their back, how does that make America great? At what capacity does that improve the lives of the Americans? The hardworking taxpayers, the mothers, the fathers, and the future, the next generation of this great country of ours. Divisiveness is not going to improve the situation of the everyday American. Division within the people of this great country is not going to solve the problems of our nation. It is time for you to call unity, cohesion, respect for one another, not divisiveness. Many of the statements that you are uttering goes against the Constitution that you swore by. So let it be known, scapegoating a community of people who are a minority of a minority, less than 1%, is not going to solve many of the problems that you face as a president today.
It was hurtful, it was shameful, disgraceful, but also it was flat out wrong. calling not only our Congresswoman garbage, but calling the entire community garbage, saying they're good for nothing. It is a community that has been resilient, that has produced so much. We are teachers and doctors and lawyers and even politicians taking part of every part of Minnesota's economy and the nation's economy. And so right now, this is nothing more than political theater in time for the midterms in which he wants to rally his base. Language matters, and we know that hateful rhetoric and language leads to action. And right now, our community is afraid. We've seen that our president and ICE has overstepped and has consistently and continuously violated our residents' constitutional rights. And what I mean by that is this going far beyond just immigration enforcement. We've seen residents, US citizens, getting detained and released. And so President Trump made it very clear. He said he wants all Somalis gone, not just a category of them, not just the ones he thinks that are bad, but all Somalis. I've heard from our young people, folks that were born in America that have never seen Somalia. In fact, some whose parents were born in America, reaching out to us saying that they're fearful, that they feel like they have to walk around with their passports because they don't want to be targeted. And in America in 2025, that should not be happening.
Here's a man who was sent back to Somalia. Watch what he says here. Go ahead, Rob.
أنا معهم لأن دبي أنت اللي وضو باسبوركي ولا قاتي وعلي ساوك جرا أنتو قفوا إمبسي لزال لكورو إلاك بغض لسؤال عند علي. I don't want to be here no more. I'm so tired of being here. This place. This is where I'm living. So tired of it. It's just like I want to go back. I don't want to be here no more. I don't cut my hair. I don't shave. I don't do nothing.
Why did I see a tweet today talking about the fact that Trump is targeting Somali people in Minnesota is going to put Black Americans at risk? I don't think so. I think that Black Americans and Somali people don't look anything alike, first of all. Second of all, they don't even consider themselves Black.
We are Somalis, not Black. There, I said it.
Somalis are not Black. Let me explain why. Looking at me right now, chat, am I Black? I'm literally brown. I'm literally brown, bro. Think about it as well. Somalis are Arabs. We're in the Arab leagues. We speak the Arab language. We eat the Arab food. Bro, think about it like this, bro. If a whole community doesn't regard themselves as Black, we can't be Black, bro.
Somalis are not Black. Now, before you disagree with me, I just want to say, listen, right? There's no such thing as the term Black. The term Black only came about in colonization. I don't have to accept that, Sahib. That's why the other day when I was in a place, someone said to me, "Are you Black?" I said, "I'm not Black, Sahib. I don't accept that term."
Somalis are not Black.
Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. We are Somalis. We are not Africans. Please, bring the facts, bring the book, open the ChatGPT and ask. Go right now. We are not Africans.
Did you know that Somalia is 79% Arab and 21% African? That's why Somalia is an Arab country. They speak Arabic, they have Arab history and identity, so Somalia is not an African country, it's an Arab country.
This is Mayor Nadia Mohammed. I'm sure by now you guys have heard what Donald Trump had to say about Somali Americans again. At this point, we are living in his head rent-free. And here's the thing, I refuse to dignify him with any answer. I refuse to do that. Instead, I'm going to talk to my fellow Minnesotans and my St. Louis Park residents. The goal for them is to win a midterm by any means necessary, even if it is to just pit us against each other, right? They'll do anything but provide really good policy, but actually govern, right? Here's the thing. When the midterms come, that is where our sole power lies. That is where our voice needs to be heard loud and clear, not reactionary for every single time that they say something, we say something right back. No, through voting, through really being active in our civic duties, that's where our power lies. And so I hope that all of you guys turn out for the midterms. I hope you vote for the right people who will hold them accountable.
Let me get this right. The orange felon that has 34 felonies
publicly is known to have gone to an island for pedos, publicly lusts after his own child, has been known to grab women by their parts unconsentingly, obviously, and bankrupted every single company that he's been a part of, and is a known racist, is calling Somali people garbage. Okay, I think the self-projection is actually crazy. I'm taking a break for anybody who's like asking, but like I just wanted to come on and say like, who is the Somali person that shit in his coffee? Because he's been on a rampage the past few days. And I can go on a whole spiel about how the economic state that Somalia is currently in is due to Western influences, mainly the United States. But again, why bother? That man is illiterate himself. I could not care less what that man says. I just think it's funny that he's been on this rampage for a few days. If you take anything that comes out of his mouth, the mouth that has apparently been on other previous presidents, seriously, that's on you, not me. And in the words of the worst people on earth, this land was promised to us 3,000 years ago.
Yo, Minnesota was promised to us Somalis 3,000 years ago. And if you disagree, you're an anti-Kushite bigot and you need help immediately. Also, if you read Genesis 12:3, it says that those who bless Somalis will be blessed, and those who try to harm them will bring harm upon themselves. I didn't say that. Genesis 12:3. Just saying.
All right, so here's what's going on. So Donald Trump has been attacking the Somali community, accusing them of using benefits and opportunities they get in the United States of America to fund Al-Shabaab back in Somalia. He even went as far as calling them garbage and saying they have destroyed the state of Minnesota. And they have, and that the Somali community in America should be deported, including the Congresswoman Ilhan Omar herself. She's in fact been also center to the storm. Now, here is the issue, though. Here's what really is my point of concern, because back in 2024, like I said, the Somali community shocked many people. And I talked about it in a video when a big portion came out to support Donald Trump and endorse his, presidency and the Republican Party. And so they aligned themselves with a political movement that has never before historically hidden its anti-immigrant, anti-Black, anti-Somali sentiments. And today, the support has come back to bite them. Not so long after they elected him. This is exactly what happens when you try to embrace a system that you should know, you clearly always should understand that has been hostile towards you or people like you, be it immigrants, be it people of color, be it Africans. Donald Trump came out in his first term to call African countries shithole countries and has always attacked Somalia. Singled out the country. You get used when convenient in such situations, and you get discarded when it is politically the next right useful move for them. Now, something else is the identity crisis in the Somali community are also what makes the whole issue complex and hard to even get the support of other African immigrants or Black people in America and other people, other minorities, because we need to talk about this deeper layer of this situation, the ongoing identity crisis in the Somali community. Because for many years, many Somalis have publicly rejected their Africanness. They have distanced themselves from any kind of Blackness, coming out to say they are not Black, and calling themselves not Black, not African will not help this situation, and instead trying to identify themselves as Arab. Are people who themselves, the Arab people, have historically shown the rejection, the discrimination, and this, despising, prejudice, and exclusion. The Arabs in the Gulf, in the Middle East, don't recognize Somalis as part of them. And now, when Donald Trump comes out attacking them as foreigners, criminals, terrorists, garbage, like he called them, it's a painful reminder, to them and other minorities, it doesn't matter what you call yourself. America will always see you the way America wants to see you. If you're African, if you're Muslim, if you're black coded, you're not getting a pass just because you distance yourself from black people, So, FAFO moment. So when we look at the Somali community supporting Donald Trump's presidency back in 2024 and now being targeted by Donald Trump in 2025, less than a year down the line, this is it. Yeah, this is regrets, karma, because aligning with white nationalist politics has never protected any non-white group. Everybody should easily be able to discover that, find out that, Not once. History has always proven that clearly. So the message here is simple and it's clear. Identity denial does not shield you from discrimination. Well, especially in America, when someone like Donald Trump is in power, rejecting your blackness won't make you white either, unfortunately. And this goes far beyond the Somali community, because we have many other black people who would try to deny their blackness. I don't know, maybe trying to get closer to the white power structure. So rejecting Africa doesn't make you Arab as well for the Somali community. And supporting politicians built on white nationalist structures will never make you part of them or part of their structure. So this moment is a wake-up call, not just for the Somalis, but for every immigrant group, every minority group that thinks that proximity to whiteness can shield you from, such cases. It's not. It's never been. And today the Somali community is really learning this lesson the hard way. Yeah. So let's see what's going to become of this situation. And probably trying to keep up with what's happening and keep you updated as well. Do share with me what you think in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and share it and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next.